Yes, thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Ms. Cook, I'd like to read out to you a number of services and perhaps what we call business models that are advertised by both UberX as well as taxi companies. And what I'd like you to do is just respond to them with a question, with an answer such as, they both do it, or perhaps only UberX does this, or perhaps only taxi companies do this. Is that clear?
Okay, I think so.
Follow me.
Game.
All right. Services business model. Market, advertise, and promote immediate ground transportation to public passengers in specific geographical regions. Do they both do this?
Yes, I believe. Taxi cab brokerages and Uber, yes.
Okay. Do both taxi cab companies and UberX do this? Hire drivers as independent contractors to provide rides to passengers where drivers are not necessarily employees of taxi cab companies.
So through you, Madam Speaker, so taxi cab brokerages, Uber, whomever, do not hire taxi cab drivers, rent shifts on taxi cabs if they don't own them themselves, and they operate them as independent contractors.
But it's fair to say that both UberX as well as the taxi cab companies are doing the same thing, recruiting drivers.
Drivers are independent contractors.
Okay. Services business model, once again, usually do not own any of the vehicles in their fleet. Most of the vehicles are driver, owner operators, with the exception of a few large garages that own vehicles in Canada's largest company. Do you think that statement applies to both UberX as well as taxi companies as a model?
So through you, Madam Speaker, taxi cab brokerages, other than their own personal holdings, do not own taxi cabs. The taxi cab licenses that we have in this city have been issued to individuals, but 60%, 40% are held in corporations, not currently operating as taxi cab companies, but just held in corporate hands.
So once again, is it fair to draw the conclusion that perhaps UberX as well as taxi cab companies operate from that same level of service and model of business?
That's a fair statement.
Okay. Drivers are charged a fixed or percentage fee of each ride in consideration of the number of dispatched rides. Is that correct?
So through you, Madam Speaker, taxi cab drivers through their shift rent indirectly pay the cost of receiving brokerage fees for the taxi cabs that are affiliated with brokerages. My understanding with Uber is the drivers pay on a per ride commission basis.
But it's
They both pay for receiving dispatch services one way or the other.
so either it's a fixed fee or a percentage, but everyone's getting compensated through the same processing system through dispatch.
Correct.
Correct. Do taxi cab companies and UberX utilize the online enabled platforms around GPS in terms of how they locate the customers?
So through you, Madam Speaker, some brokerages...
And drivers, matching customers to drivers.
So some brokerages are a little bit further ahead on the use of technology for that purpose. Certainly Beck is one of the larger brokerages we have in the city, but Co-op also has an app. Beyond that, I believe Royal, I don't know how many of our other brokerages, and to the extent that their technology does that. I do know on the Uber platform, that is what it does, is matches drivers to passengers.
And do taxi cab companies and UberX, do they both pick up passengers and take them from the place of origin to their final destination? Is that what they're trying to do here?
So through you, Madam Speaker, again, Councillor Wong Tam, we don't have taxi cab companies per se. The brokerages provide a service to the independent contractor taxi cab drivers. But the question being, does a taxi cab driver or a limousine driver pick up a person and take them from here to there in exchange for compensation? And does an UberX driver pick up a person from somewhere and take them somewhere for compensation? Yes, they do.
In today's deliberations and what I've heard throughout the months and weeks leading up today, I've heard UberX describe themselves as a ride-share company, that are part of a new sharing economy. Have we ever used that language to describe the taxi companies?
So through you, Madam Speaker, I've actually flatly refused to use the reference ride-share. So, you know, it's about people receiving transportation in various modes. I do not buy the moniker of ride-share. I will say that this concept of sharing economy or gig economy or what have you is a larger worldwide movement across various fronts beyond just transportation, and it's something that regulators are grappling with worldwide.
Between taxi companies and UberX, which one is following the rules?
So Are you guys?
Okay, that was your last question.
So through you, Madam Speaker, certainly any of our licensees are abiding by the regulations that we have. The challenge that we have currently is